Let me ask you a question. Do you want to save more money on a monthly basis? Because you know how important it is, but you find it hard because you don't know how to do it? If so, then you're not alone. You see, the majority of people know that they have to save more money every month, but it seems impossible for them to make a real dent in their savings when they are already struggling to make ends meet. The cost of living is on the rise due to inflation, while wages are staying the same. No wonder that many people are finding it difficult to put away much-needed savings and build up emergency funds this year. Based on the latest research data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American family spends about $5,102 per month on all items combined. This includes everything from food and shelter to transportation and healthcare costs. Food alone costs the average family $732 per month, which is more than most people's mortgage or rent payments. This is a big chunk of the monthly budget that many families are struggling to save for retirement, their child's education, or other long-term financial goals. Financial advisors agree that everyone should have at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved in an emergency fund. But according to a recent survey by Bankrate.com, only 32% of American adults have enough money saved to cover 3 months of living expenses. This means that the majority of people are one unexpected event away from financial disaster. So how can you sleep at night knowing that you're not prepared for a rainy day? The solution is to start making small changes in your spending habits that will add up to big savings over time. And that's what this video is all about. I'm going to share with you 3 simple and effective hacks to saving more money this year that will help you get on track without too much pain. Stay with me till the end since I'll be sharing a secret hack that not many people are aware of. So, let's get to it. Figure out how much you need to save each month. Start by looking at your budget and expenses to see how much you can realistically put away each month. Many people don't bother to create a budget, but this is a crucial step in taking control of your finances. If you don't have a budget, now is the time to create one. You can use a simple Excel spreadsheet, pen and paper, or if you're tech-savvy, one of the many budgeting apps that are available online, to track your income and expenses for 1 month. This will give you a good idea of where your money is going, and where you can cut back. And when I say to track monthly expenses, I mean every little detail. From your daily Starbucks fix, to that new shirt you just had to have, to your mortgage or rent payment. Heck, even that can of pop and bag of chips or candy you picked up while at the gas station. It all adds up. Now I need you to identify your essential expenses, which means those costs that are required for you to live, such as housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. And don't tell me that your gym membership or Netflix subscription is essential, cause it's not. Neither is that new outfit or shoes you just bought. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but those are non-essential costs that can be cut back on, at least for now. Once you know your fixed monthly expenses, you can then figure out how much you have left over to save. This is what's known as your discretionary income, and what is most often spent on non-essential expenses, instead of being saved up. Let's say that your goal is to save $500 per month, but that you only have $200 in discretionary income. In this case, you're going to have to make some adjustments. You can either find ways to increase your income or decrease your expenses. If you want to increase your income, I suggest you take a look at my other videos on best side hustles for beginners, or how to pay yourself first. Otherwise, you can look at ways to decrease your non-essential expenses. These are costs that you don't need in order to live, but they make your life more enjoyable. Examples could include eating out, entertainment, etc. Maybe you can pack a lunch instead of buying one every day, or switch to a less expensive cell phone plan. There are many ways that you can save money on non-essential items, and every little bit counts. Now that you know how much money you need to save each month, it's time to come up with a plan on how you're going to do it. This is where the next hack comes into play. Automate your savings. One of the best ways to make sure that you stick to your savings plan is to automate it. This means setting up a direct deposit from your paycheck into a separate savings account, or having a specific amount transferred from your checking account into your savings each month. A lot of banks and credit unions offer this service for free, so there's really no excuse not to do it. Automating your savings takes the guesswork out of trying to remember to transfer money into your savings account each month. It also helps to prevent you from dipping into your savings for non-essential expenses, like that Starbucks fix I mentioned earlier. If your goal is to save $500 per month, and you get paid bi-weekly, that means you need to have $125 transferred into your savings account each time you get paid. If your bank doesn't offer this service, or if you're not sure how to set it up, just ask a teller or customer service representative for help. They'll be more than happy to assist you. Automating will not only help you stick to your plan, but you will take advantage of the compounding interest on your savings, which will help you reach your goal even faster. Last but not least, make saving money fun. I know that may sound a bit silly, but it's true. If you find ways to enjoy the process of saving money, you're much more likely to stick with it long term. One way to make saving money fun is to come up with creative ways to challenge yourself. For example, you could see how long you can go without spending any money unnecessarily. Every time you resist the urge to buy something impulsively, give yourself a rewards like putting an extra $5 into your savings account. You could also have a competition with friends or family members to see who can save the most money in a certain period of time. This is a great way to stay motivated, because you'll be less likely to want to give up if you're in the lead. There are endless possibilities when it comes to making saving money fun, so get creative and see what works for you. The important thing is that you find ways to enjoy the process, because that's what will help you stick with it in the long run. Saving money doesn't have to be difficult or boring. So have some fun with it. Now, I promise to share a secret hack that not many people are familiar with, and that will help you save big time every month. So here it is. The envelope system. This is a simple but effective way to make sure you stick to your budget and don't overspend. Basically, what you do is allocate a certain amount of cash for each category in your budget. For example, if you have $300 for groceries per month, you would withdraw that amount in cash and put it into an envelope labeled groceries. Then, when you go grocery shopping, you can only spend the money that's in that envelope. Once the money in the envelope is gone, you can't spend any more in that category until the next month. This system forces you to stick to your budget, because you can only spend the money that you've allocated for each category. If you're interested in trying out the envelope system, I recommend starting with your 3 to 4 most important expenses, like housing, food, and transportation. Allocating cash for every single expense can be a bit daunting at first, so just start with the essentials, and you can always add more categories later. I hope these tips have been helpful, and that you're now ready to start saving money like a pro. Just remember to be creative, have fun with it, and stay disciplined. If you do those things, you'll be on your way to achieving your financial goals in no time. Thanks for watching.